Hey, welcome back to Just in the Mix. It's Justin. This is our third video of our video series called Building Your Mix, and we're going to be taking a look at vocals. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so before we move on to vocals, I do want to go ahead and touch base on our synths and effects that I have going on here in the track. Let me enable them first. I'm using Expand because it was a free sampler that came in with Pro Tools. And for the impacts and effects, I am using Joey Sturgis Tones Chaos Pack 1. It's served me well. It has served me well. Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive deep into those real quick. Let me try to see here. Okay, so this is where the first comes in. Sounds real nasty, but it's the notes that I'm playing and the guitar chords. These are the voicings that I have for those synths. If you want to go ahead and screenshot them, take a look at them. I like them. And then for the next one that we have down here, I called it Alien Summoning. You'll see why. I think it's pretty, but it reminds me of a lot of like a Born of Osiris song. So that's that. And I forgot to mention on the pad that we have above, I'm doing some EQing, just taking out some of that low end mud, so that way it doesn't build up with any of the other frequencies from the other tracks. And let's see here. This is our classic Djent line. Add a little bit of delay here. Glockenspiel, classic bells, that's all I use. And I add reverb from Valhalla. That's all I've got going on there. Nothing too crazy. And then on our special effects, let's see, where are they? I'm gonna play the one from the beginning right here. It's just to give it some impact, you know? You want to get hit in the face when everything starts. This reverse cymbal, literally, it's a cymbal crash from Get Good Drums. I crashed them out, tracked them on a separate track, reversed them, and put it there. That's it. It's very simple. I also add a JST clip to the main bus, so that way they clip and they hit a little harder. And I also add some reverb. So I'll pop in the reverb. That's it. I do want to go ahead and talk about the sample here at the end. This is a bass boom that I distorted, dropped the sample rate, used lo-fi, and made it. So let me show you where the regular bass boom is. Yeah, here's one. So I pretty much took that and I made what we've got right here. Also, and I'll show you how I did that right now. Let's come over here to the end. I'll put it at the end. Okay. So we go to Audio Suite. I went to... No, I slowed it down. Oh, it's already slowed down. I'm sorry. I went to here, went to lo-fi, and I changed the sample rate down and the aliasing. I did that. I added a phaser, and pretty much that turned into that, what you're hearing right now, and I kept slowing it down, or at least trying to. Cool. Just wanted to go ahead and touch base on that before we continue with our vocals. Our vocals are very simple. Looks like a lot of tracks. Really, it's not. The way I did them was I recorded them in sections and did my stacks and just made it clean for me to mix, because I was fighting myself with the low end of the low false chords and the low fries with the top end of the higher screams. It was sounding muddy to me, and I'm like, I gotta figure this out one way or another. So modern problems they call for modern solutions. So I switched things in their own respective tracks to where I could control them individually. So we'll listen to the main leads right here.
I will not conform to the way you want me to be. Up to the wire, it puts out the fire in your heart.
They sound so bad because there's no compression or anything going to them. And that's just, unfortunately, that's just it. You know, that's the production, you know? I'm not a great singer, screamer by any means, but I still try to do it. And I did this for y'all, for educational reasons. Oh, I need to get better. I need to practice. But let's listen to this part here with the highs and the lows.
Time is taking away all that's left of me.
I'm going to show you what gain reduction deluxe can do, because it really carries the song here, if I'm being honest.
Time is taking away all that's left of me.
It makes everything hit harder.
I will not conform to the way you want me to be.
Without,
I will not conform to the way you want me to be.
it's so bad. It's so bad. So thank you, Joey Sturgis, for making a product that will help me sound better than I actually am.
I will not conform to the way you want me to be.
And on the other tracks, I have Sidewinder, because it's mono to stereo compatible, and it helps on my double stack. Nothing is copied and paste. I just want to let that know now. Nothing is copied and paste. Everything is double tracked, or multiple tracks, or quads. You can't copy and paste. It's just because it's the same signal. It's just going to get louder. You can't do that. You have to record a different performance. Now that that's out of the way, I recorded a second performance of the main line and added the stereo widener to thicken it up.
I will not conform to the way you want me to be. Up to the wire, it puts out the fire in your heart. Time is taking away all that's left of me. It's a shell of a man who had everything. The time is out to make a change from what they all say. Don't let the cliche. Unplug yourself and realize there are many more things to live for.
Cool. Yeah, and that's it. That's literally all I do to these tracks. The tracks were edited with Elastic Audio here in Pro Tools to make sure all the timing and the lining and all the stacks line up at the same length and so forth. Now we have bus processing. We have bus processing for the vocal tracks themselves, and we'll start off with the de-esser.
I will not conform to the way you want me to be. Up to the wire, it puts out the fire in your heart.
Now we have an EQ, also cleaning up some of that side information due to the Sidewinder, and then boosting some of the highs, some of that intelligent mid-range, and cleaning up the lows.
I will not conform to the way you want me to be. Up to the wire, it puts out the fire in your heart.
We have another de-esser. So I like to stack them one before, one after, just because when I do boosts like this on the top end, I don't want them to really go crazy, but I still want it to bring some sort of air and some sort of bite.
I will not conform to the way you want me to be. Up to the wire, it puts out the fire in your heart.
And then I get a limiter and I pin it so it's louder.
I I will not conform to the way you want me to be. Hook to the wire, it puts out the fire in your heart.
I want to go to this section where I say, time is taking away all that's left of me. I want you guys to hear that.
Time is taking away all that's left of me. It's a shell of a man who had everything. The time is out to make a change for what they all say. Don't let the cliche.
Cool. And then I have a mod delay. Again, Pro Tools stock plugins. They're your best friends. Any stock plugin and any DAW is your best friends. Learn those, master those first, then dive into everything else. Because a parametric EQ or a graphic EQ is really just a graphic EQ and a parametric EQ. Unless they have colorations, like analog recreations. But other than that, an EQ is just an EQ. So I do a ping pong delay here. My tempo of this song, I believe, is 110. What is it? Let's see. I have it here at the beginning. Yeah, 110. So I pretty much dial in the half and then the quarter and adjust the feedback so that way the quarter is longer and or whatever, vice versa. You could copy these settings if you want. And that just helps bring a little atmosphericness to the vocals.
Time is taking away all that's left of me.
And as always, Valhalla Vintage Verb, because it's the best reverb out there. And this is without effects.
Time is taking away all that's left of me.
With effects.
Time is taking away all that's left of me.
These vocals were recorded with this SM7B and this Dynamite stick from SE Electronics. Honestly, this is the best microphone for this type of stuff. And now let's listen in the context of a mix.
Time is taking away all that's left of me. It's a shell of a man who had everything. The type is out to make a change for what they all say. Don't let the cliche. The type is out to make a change for what they all say. Don't let the cliche.
Cool. And that's how you mix vocals to a metal track or a Djent track or whatever you want to consider this. Because I have deathcore vocals and a Djent track, and it's like, who are you? Are you Vela Maya? Are you Oceano? Are you Born of Osiris? I'm me. I'm me. Yeah, so we can go ahead and move on now from vocals to routing and mastering. Thanks for checking out this video. Go ahead and drop a comment down below if you want to see anything in the future or have any questions you'd like answered. Please go ahead and like and share it with your friends. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.